So Timothy Cook's a senior Tiwi artist and elder who was born at Milikapiti on Melville Island in 1958, where he continues to reside. Timothy's been creating paintings, prints and carvings since 1999 at Jilamara Arts and Crafts, which is also based at Milikapiti. And he's got this, incredibly warm presence that he brings to the art centre every day that really kind of gives everyone that, wonderful kind of Timothy Cook energy. So he paints in a style really reminiscent of many of the great Tiwi artists that paint in that Hilangari Jilamara kind of style, those old designs. And he's such an instinctive painter, and he's got this really beautiful painterly approach which just gives his works so much energy and vitality. He paints pretty much exclusively with locally sourced ochres, which is really amazing to think that all of Timothy's works are imbued with this, physical dimension of the Tiwi Islands. For many years, Timothy has focused more specifically on the Kalama ceremony on the Tiwi Islands, which is, really relates to those kind of circular designs in his paintings. So the Kalama ceremony is the Tiwi initiation ceremony that coincides with the harvest of wild yams. And this ceremony is performed kind of late in the wet season when a ring appears around Japarra, the moon. So those wonderful kind of roundel-like kind of circular icons in Timothy's paintings represent the moon and the dots that quite often surround those circles, the stars. So Vanessa, you and I had the absolute privilege of visiting Timothy up in the Tiwi Islands. It was a real privilege, wasn't it?
It was. It was so important for the collaboration between Jilamara Arts and Delang Contemporary. We were so fortunate to go out there and spend time in Milikapiti, which is so central to Timothy's life and his practice. He's so embedded in the community in the Tiwi Islands. So it was wonderful as well to see the new works that he was producing, these beautiful barks, like larger barks, which is different for his practice. Previously, Timothy, if he was working on bark, there'd be the smaller barks. So when we saw these huge barks in the art centre, we just thought this is, so incredible. And so the body of work for Melbourne Art Fair and for Delang Contemporary in February started building from there. So really, this collaboration has been in the works since May, and so we're really fortunate to have had that time with Timothy, and also to spend time on his country as well.
It was really startling, wasn't it, to walk into the Arts Centre and just see this incredible display of bark paintings that laid out for us, and it was walking in on those barks and getting that sense of the history of painting at Tiwi on the Tiwi Islands, and those incredible designs and those incredible artists, and really Timothy has just brought that energy and that aesthetic back to us today, and it all feels very special.
It does. And for us at Delang Contemporary to be working with such an established artist is a real privilege as well. So the exhibition is across the two sites in February. We'll be showing Timothy's new body of work at Melbourne Art Fair, which we're really excited about, and then also at our gallery here in Melbourne as well. So because you were talking about Timothy's, he paints in that old style, and he's really connected to the old Tiwi work in his practice. Timothy made a response work, some of the works that we have in the gallery, and so Def Tommy Mungatopi, we shared some images of the works, and he created this beautiful painting that's behind me now in response to that. And Def Tommy was somebody who was really important to Timothy in his life. He grew up with him in Milikapiti, and so it's really special to have that in the gallery as well.
Yeah, he's such a special artist, and the fact that he is that conduit between those old artists and us here today, again, it's an absolute privilege for Delang Contemporary to be showing this new body of work, and it really does feel like this really new and vital body of work by a really senior, major Tiwi artist.
The exhibition Japarra, Amantiya, Japilinga, Moon and Stars will take place across two sites in Melbourne. Melbourne Art Fair will feature Timothy's new body of work, including these beautiful barks, tutuni poles and works on canvas. And in the gallery we'll have some historic works by Timothy Cook, including the response works here as well.
It's a really wonderful moment for Delang Contemporary and our collaboration with Jilamara Arts and Crafts.